My name is Tracy Kittilsen. I live in Central North River and I graduated from NSAC in 1996 with a degree in plant science. What motivates me most to volunteer is sort of selfish, because volunteering throughout my life has helped me to develop as a person. I've developed skills, I've met people who I've learned things from that I've been able to use in all aspects of my life, volunteer, personal and professional. And that's part of my motivation, is that it's making me a better person. But also, I really like to solve problems for the betterment of the community, whatever that is that we're working on, right? So it's just knowing that I have some skill and talent to bring to the table to help to solve a problem. So I've been volunteering since I was in high school. I remember early days going around my rural community and collecting money door to door for various charities. And it was instilled in me in early days how important it is to give back and do things for your community and to help others. I've worked on a lot of boards locally. I've been on a couple pan-provincial boards. And really the highlights for me have been meeting new people, working on a cause that everybody's sort of interested in and pulling in the same direction, and seeing results that make a difference. So I've been on community health board, I've been on community development associations, I've been with 4-H a long time. Once we moved to North River, I was president of our local community hall for a long time. And you know, it's an old school, and one of the highlights of that is that we were actually able to leverage some money to improve the infrastructure, windows, insulation. Worked with our community to get a heat pump installed, and actually leveraging some government money to get the well redone and water put in. I'm not with them anymore, but now it's starting to become a going concern in the community again, and I think that's important, you know, that we're working together to make sure that there's resources in our communities. The most rewarding thing I've been involved in my volunteer life is definitely the 4-H program. So I had only graduated from NSAC a couple years, and there were some folks in our community that wanted to start a new 4-H club. There had been one years ago before that, but hadn't been one for a long time. About 6 of us got together and we figured it out, and we decided we'd put this 4-H club together. And there were literally 6 members when we started. And because it was late in the 4-H year, I was informed that we had to have a public speaking rally at our club. I had no clue what a public speaking rally was. I'd done public speaking in high school a lot, but I had no idea what we had to do. We had to get judges, you know, all the things that now I know we do. That was just sort of the tip of the iceberg, learning. And so we really embodied that motto of learn to do by doing with that club, because we had to learn everything from scratch. You know, how to run the meetings, how to elect the officers, all those things. Now my children are in 4-H, and I'm co-general leader of our local 4-H club with 2 other brilliant women. And it's the same thing. It doesn't matter that it's 20 years later. You know, we're helping to raise these 4-H members to contribute to their society and to know how to speak in front of people, to know how to run good meetings, and how to be good humans. And so that's been my most rewarding thing for sure. I'm most passionate about rural communities and rural youth. I think that rural communities are essential for vibrant provinces, for the country as a whole. And I think it's really important that we're working with youth in these communities to instill in them the passion to support their communities. Certainly volunteers are what make all communities function. If I was going to give advice to a student considering adding volunteerism to their lives, I would say go for it. You're not going to find anywhere else where you can have such an applied learning experience, be exposed to mentors and leaders that will help you develop skills that you didn't even know you needed. And one of my biggest lessons over the years is I've worked with brilliant people who I never would have met if I hadn't have volunteered. And from those brilliant people, I've learned lots of things. But you know, on the flip side, if you find you're in a volunteer position and it may not be quite your thing, don't be afraid to move on. So find what's really where your niche is and go for it. You're never gonna regret it. What I remember most about my time as a student at AC was that I found my people, and that in high school you're with the friends you grow up with, but when we got to AC, and especially once we got through the first couple of years, you really settled in with a group of people that shared your interest and shared your passion. So, I think back to my plant science class, and we were all friends. We were all interested in the same things, and it was really cool. In all the things I've done over the years, it's not an I thing. It's a we thing, it's a team thing. So while I've had lots of experience and met lots of great people, it's because we've had teams of passionate people with different skills working on things together. So it's all of us.